Think about what happened the exact moment you clicked on this video. Your computer didn't reach out into the internet and pull this file towards you. Instead, it made a copy, a perfect digital replica that now lives on your screen. On the internet, almost everything works this way. When you send a photo, you don't lose it. When you forward a message, the original stays exactly where it was. The internet was designed from the very beginning to be the most efficient copying machine in human history. And for information, that design is brilliant. But when you try to build money on top of it, everything breaks. Money is one of the few things in the world that only works when it is scarce. Its value depends on the fact that it cannot be duplicated at will. If I could copy a dollar as easily as I copy a meme, that dollar would instantly lose meaning. If I sent you $10 and those same $10 stayed in my wallet, we wouldn't be creating wealth. We would be creating a system destined to collapse. For more than 30 years, some of the smartest people in computer science tried to solve this problem. The Cypherpunks dreamed of digital cash without banks, without governments, without centralized control. Again and again, their projects failed. Not because they lacked intelligence, but because digital reality is unforgiving. Everything is just data, and data can always be copied. Until someone realized that the internet didn't need a better way to move files. It needed a way to make copying impossible. When you send information online, it is broken into packets, sent across cables, and reconstructed. Nothing is physically transferred. Only replicas are created. This creates what economists and mathematicians call the double spend problem. If digital money were just a file, I could send the same dollar to 10 people at the same time. No one would know which one was real. So society invented a solution. We placed a sheriff in the middle. Banks, payment processors, and central banks became guardians of the ledger. They wrote down who owned what, and for decades, we trusted them. But that trust came at a price, because the sheriff has absolute authority. They can freeze accounts, they can censor transactions, they can create new money, and slowly, invisibly, they dilute your time and labor. Bitcoin removes the sheriff, but it does not remove order. It replaces authority with mathematics. Here is the mental shift that changes everything. Bitcoin does not exist as an object. There is no file called Bitcoin on your device. No digital coin inside your wallet app. When you send Bitcoin, nothing travels through the internet. Only a signed message does. Bitcoin is a global agreement, a permanent consensus about who has the right to update a record. Imagine a giant public board, glowing in the middle of the digital world, watched by millions of computers at all times. It doesn't show coins, it shows permissions. Sending a message moves data. Sending Bitcoin moves authority. Now let's follow a single unit. Satoshi number 402, 100 millionth of a Bitcoin. He is born inside a Coinbase transaction. For him to exist, a miner had to consume real electricity. Thousands of machines raced through trillions of calculations. This is proof of work. It connects Bitcoin to physics, energy, and time. Our Satoshi is not imaginary. He is crystallized effort, digital energy transformed into permanent history. For the first time in human civilization, a digital object is anchored to reality. When the miner sends this Satoshi, he creates a cryptographic signature, a mathematical statement that proves ownership. That message enters the mempool, a massive global waiting room where transactions compete for attention. Miners scan this pool and select which ones enter the next block. Every 10 minutes, thousands of transactions are sealed together. A block is formed. Then comes the hash. A unique fingerprint created from every detail inside. Change a single character, and the fingerprint collapses. The network rejects it instantly. Blocks link together. A chain is formed, the blockchain. To rewrite this history, an attacker would need to overpower the entire global network. The Satoshi never moved. Only the right to control him changed. This leads to one of the most misunderstood ideas in Bitcoin. You do not store Bitcoin in your wallet, you store keys. If your phone disappears, your Bitcoin remains exactly where it always was, on the blockchain. What you lost is access. Imagine an endless corridor of glass safes in a public park. Everyone can see what's inside every safe, but only you have the key to yours. Your private key is your identity, your proof, your sovereignty. When you send Bitcoin, you are publicly using that key to reassign ownership. In traditional finance, access to money is permission-based. Someone decides if you are allowed to transact. In Bitcoin, permission is replaced by proof. If the key works, the network must obey. No office, no hotline, no appeals, only mathematics. Money stops being a political instrument. It becomes private property. Bitcoin introduced digital scarcity, true scarcity, in a medium designed for infinite copies, but its impact goes even further. In a world of deep fakes, manipulated data, and rewritten history, Bitcoin demonstrates that truth can exist online, that some records cannot be edited, that some facts cannot be erased. It is an anchor of reality in a digital storm. Bitcoin doesn't synchronize files. It synchronizes trust. It allows strangers across continents to cooperate without fear. The journey of one small Satoshi proves that this system works every 10 minutes for more than 15 years. In a world of infinite copies, the uncopyable becomes priceless. If this changed how you see money, let me know in the comments. And if you want more deep dives like this, subscribe. This is only the beginning. I'll see you in the next one.